Hey, Aquarius, welcome to the Christmas tea. The Christmas tea on Aquarius. Let's take a look and see what comes out in the reading. I have my Oracle deck, What's the Tea? I also will be using my um, Kipper deck and then a couple of tarot decks for more information. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you feel led. I am Leticia, and this is Blood Moon Oracle is the channel here. Again, like, share, comment, subscribe if you feel led to do so. Let me know if it resonates and how it resonates for you. Let's take a look. What is the tea on Aquarius this Christmas morning? Aquarius, please and thank you, Spirit. Aquarius, okay, look at you. So I have wishful thinking, established, Archangel Michael, and daydreaming. So I feel like for you, Aquarius, right now, the tea is that you are in a place where you are intending and manifesting and moving. You're setting intentions. You could be doing manifestation work for some of you. So for some of you, that could look like praying and fasting and making your requests known to God, right? For some of you, it could be more spiritual, where you're doing manifestation work. You could be lighting candles or doing some type of earth magic, or setting intentions around moving towards a certain direction. It feels like this is something that you practice often, that you know very well, that you may have a level of mastery. I do also feel like this is a time where you are very content and very confident with where you are, very secure. For someone, you may be actually in a very prosperous time of life. You may consider yourself tapping into your wealth right now. For someone, I don't know if you drive a red car, and you could have a type of high technology that you have on your car, where you're able to do things without even being in the car. It could be like a high level of technology when it comes to your car. For some of you, you are very protected. Spirit wants you to know that you're very protected right now. You could be surrounded by your spirit team, and that could very much be consistent of angels. I do see Archangel Michael right now around you, protecting, guarding you, maybe even aligning things. Archangel could be blocking things out that are harmful for you, could be blocking those people or those things away from you. And so if you find relationships, Aquarius, that are falling off the map, don't run after them. Let them go. That may be your divine protection right now, okay? I also have glow up and time coming out, burn bridges, and clingy. There could be someone that is trying to hold on to you because they see you about to have a glow up moment, or they see you very established. They see things going really good for you, or they see an opportunity coming in for you. And so this could be someone that you've already let go in the past, or somebody that you realize is not necessarily as trustworthy as you'd like for them to be. This could be someone trying to come in and attach themselves to you, because this is a time where you're about to actually experience like a level up. There's some opportunity that's being presented to you that you're about to walk through. This person may see that, and they want to actually be connected to you when this happens for you. This could be something that you've waited on for a long time. This could be something that is divinely aligned for you right now. That's what I'm seeing. Give me more information for Aquarius. What's the tea on Aquarius? Yeah, false person comes out. Occupation, thoughts, and bad health. Oh, wow. I don't know if some of you have just recovered from something that may have had you down for a minute. Sometimes when bad health comes out, it doesn't mean that this is something that will take you out, but there's I figure sometimes when this card comes out, I kind of attach it to some type of lesson that has been learned when it comes to your health. And it could be physical, it could be mental, it could be spiritual health. There's some lesson that you may have just learned through some experience that had you down for a minute, right? This could be something like being at a certain weight that's not necessarily healthy for your structure, right? And understanding that either you need to pick up weight to be healthy, or you need to lose a little bit of weight to be healthy, to be at your healthiest. Whatever this is, and it doesn't have to be weight involved, but I'm just using that as an example. It caused some type of obstruction to you being healthy. And so you correct it, and then all of a sudden your health gets better. That's like a simple example. But there's something here about learning some type of valuable lesson about what's good for your health overall, right? With bad health. And it may have just had you kind of in a difficult position temporarily. You fixed it and, things got better. But there's some lesson that came along with that. As you move forward, you learned something about yourself, about your health. And then I also have false person, occupation, and thoughts. It's tapping me back into that person who may be thinking about you, someone who may want to show up in one way, pretending to be someone that they're not, so that they can connect themselves to you, or so that they can pass through whatever this opportunity that's being extended to you. It's almost like they want to be a part of whatever this is. And they're showing up in one way, but really they're not that way. False person and occupation. And this person is thinking about you, but I don't feel like it's in a good way. They're thinking of ways that they can connect themselves to you. Thoughts and bad health came out. What else? Who is this false person to Aquarius that's pretending to be something that they're not? This is somebody that we have poverty and toil and labor. I feel like this is somebody that is looking for opportunities. This could be like an opportunist. Poverty and toil and labor. This could be someone that doesn't feel like they have had many breaks in life. And so they've had to actually create their own way. And they may do that by attaching themselves to people, right? This person may have a very lack mindset with poverty and toil and labor. It's almost like there's the feeling of being stuck in this cycle of having to do something just to make it, just to barely make it. Right. But it has everything to do with the mindset. It doesn't mean that this person hasn't had breaks or can't create the same circumstances that you have. It's how they think. There's something about the mindset that's coming out here. That's who this person is. I don't know if it has something to do with your job, your work. It could be someone at work or that you work with or have worked with. They're definitely thinking about you. Let's get some tarot for Aquarius. More information for Aquarius. Queen of Swords, you are in your element. Emperor, and 10 of Pentacles. Wow. Wow, Aquarius, look at you. Very confident, very much in your element. Wow. And the Chariot, like, okay. Talking about a powerhouse, a power move. We have the Queen of Swords and the Emperor. Like, you are running the show. You have demonstrated what it means to kind of, 10 of Pentacles, Chariot, right? You have demonstrated, Aquarius, what it means to manifest your dreams, manifest your desired reality. Like the Queen of Swords is very resourceful, very knowledgeable, very strategic, and very smart, very educated, and very independent too. Coming in with this Emperor, there's an energy of just being able to navigate your own path. Yeah, I like this energy, and being very successful at it too. Very stable and mature in how you handle that. So much so that you've created the Ten of Pentacles, and you do it with success, with the Chariot, with a lot of success. This is a very abundant energy. I'm getting a loud ring in my left ear. Feminine energy. Is this your ancestors ringing through, Aquarius? So for that ringing, what is that? What is the message coming through for Aquarius? This may be your ancestor or your ancestors ringing through for you. Three of Pentacles, Nine of Wands. What is the message here for Aquarius coming through right now? What do they need to know? Five of Cups. I'm hearing let sleeping dogs lay. Let sleeping dogs lay. That's your message that's coming through ancestrally. Where you're going, you're not meant to bring these people or this person. You've been given a new beginning. You have been positioned in a space where you'll receive all the help that you need, Aquarius. But you have to be careful who you choose to surround yourself with. Don't be openly accepting of everybody. Let sleeping dogs lay. Don't go back. You are headed in a new direction, so don't go back. And I'm also hearing not to return to your vomit. Not to return to your vomit. If there's something that you let go of, Aquarius, it's important that you don't receive that back, okay? Or if there's people that you made the determination that you needed to let go of, they want you to know not to return to that. Don't open the door back to that again. You're in a good position. You're operating in this space where you have this sense of autonomy, and you're able to do that carefree without any type of restriction where you are right now. You're visible. You're getting the recognition for the work that you're doing, right? There's no one crowding your light right now where you are. And so they want you to stay right here, headed in the direction that you're going in. Those that are with you right now. Nothing that you need to add at this moment. I feel like whatever difficulty you have experienced with this particular person or this situation is done. It's over. You don't need to wait to find out or any clarity around this, right? Just let it go and move forward. Apologize to yourself if that's what you need, and move forward is what they want you to know. Okay? What is it that Aquarius does not see? There's nothing that you need to do. The Four of Swords. Don't answer, right? If somebody is requesting a explanation as to why you haven't answered their call or you haven't given them a response to their offer, they want to know why you haven't responded. Like, don't feel obligated to give them a response. If someone tries to get a response by offending you or trying to poke at you, right? Don't respond. Focus on your new beginning. Focus on the new opportunities that are opening up for you. Even at your level of mastery around what it is that you do, I feel like you're very settled in that. There might be new opportunities to even increase that, to learn new things, to take it to the next level. Focus on that. I feel like this is also a time where you're going to have to be very emotionally balanced and mature. You can understand people without having to be entangled with their mess, right? You can understand them and just leave it at that. It's like, I understand what you're going through and I don't take it personally, and leave it at that. There's no need to get intertwined with other people's stuff, right? The King of Cups is very settled in who he is and is very mature. The King of Cups offers a lot of support outwardly. That's just who they are, right? They carry this very compassionate, counsel-like energy. You may be even put in a position where you have to give people advice, and just leave it at that. It doesn't have to go any further. Just because people come to you for advice doesn't mean it has to develop into some type of connection or relationship. Like, people may come to you for advice looking for an opportunity, a way in to connect to you, right? You can give advice and just cut it off right there and move on. Because I feel like you're in a place of, I don't know, this just feels like you're in, there's a distinction here. And you're in a place that not many people can reach you. And so there's going to be opportunities or attempts to reach you. And in order for them to reach you, it's almost like they would have to pull you down to their level in some type of way. Don't let them do that. There will be attempts to do that, right? It could be through, like I was saying, trying to poke the bear, trying to get you to respond or react, right? It's just their attempt to try to pull you down and make you accessible to them. Focus your energy. Temper your emotions. Understand that it is an attempt. Understand them from where they are. It's an attempt for them to reach you. Otherwise, they wouldn't be able to, right? And so I feel like, whoever this person is that wants access to you will possibly do anything and everything to try to get a response. That in itself would be them accessing you. And so there's like a level of maturity that you are being called to. It may be burning you up on the inside, Aquarius, but don't let them know that. Don't let them know that. Because if you show that, then they know that that's how they can reach you. They know that that's how they can access you. And so there's something here about just being real mature and tempered in your emotions. Even if you have to go in the closet and cry and then come out like everything is peachy creamy, listen, don't let them know. Okay? Because that's going to be their open door to access you. But other than that, I feel like that's probably a challenge that you'll be facing as you really exist in the ideal place for yourself. You got the Queen of Swords, the Emperor, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Chariot. Like, there's nothing left to be desired here. Even though the Page of Pentacles shows up, it's like you do have the opportunity to learn new things, to take it to the next level, to add to what it is that you already have. But other than that, like, you are the epitome of success for someone, Aquarius, and they want a part of it. Just set firm boundaries. Keep, intending forward. Stay focused. Understand that you are protected. I do see angels around you. Your ancestors tapped in here. And so you have protection. Understand that. Call on them if you need to. That's the tea on you. I feel like you have an audience, Aquarius. People watch you. They may be living vicariously through you. People may be coming to you for advice because you're demonstrating that you're able to do the dang thing. You're demonstrating that you're able to actually do what you said you can do, or manifest what it is that you have announced that you want for yourself. People are seeing that in real time. So there's something very desirable about you. But not everybody approaching you is going to be approaching you from an authentic space. Some of them are just trying to attach, right? Know the difference and deal with people where they are, and don't let them enter into where you are, if that makes sense, right? That's the best way to protect yourself. And that's all I have. That's the tea for you. I like it. Do the dang thing, Aquarius. Keep on doing it too. Show them what you're working with, okay? that's for you, Aquarius. And we will see you next time, my friends. Blood Moon Oracle is the channel. My name is Leticia. And like, share, comment. Let me know how it resonates. Till next time. Bye. Gemini, you are next. How you doing, Gemini? Welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. Blood Moon Oracle right here. My name is Leticia. And welcome. I ask that you like, share, comment if it does resonate. If it doesn't, don't try to make it resonate. It doesn't have to. Take what resonates, leaves the rest. We're going to take a look at the Christmas tea on Gemini. What's going on with you, Gemini? We're going to peek in and yeah, Merry Christmas. I hope this day is fulfilling for you, brings lots of joy, all the joy actually that your heart can stand. Let's take a look for Gemini. What is the Christmas tea on Gemini? Please and thank you. Ooh, okay. A little sassy here. What is the Christmas tea on Gemini? What is the Christmas tea on Gemini? All right. What's the Christmas tea on Gemini? All right. So I have paranoid today, masked, and isolation. Paranoid today, masked, and isolation. And so I feel like today is a day that feels really good to you. You could be in high spirits, high vibes, but someone is a little bit suspicious. It's like, why are you in such a good mood, right? Someone is watching you in a way that you don't realize. They're very insecure and guarded when it comes to you. There's something that they could be hiding or concealing. There's some level of deception. I feel like this person wears a mask. There might be something around this person avoiding rejection from you or feeling like you will, like this person could suffer from abandonment wounds or issues. And so you being in a good mood, it affects them in some kind of way. It makes them feel insecure. I don't know. What else? What's the tea on Gemini? What is the tea on Gemini? What is the Christmas tea on Gemini? I have recharge and lust coming out. This person, I'm hearing this person could be like exhausting or tiring. Like this person could drain you. This person may want all of this. Lust card is like someone that wants all of your time and your energy and could be very inconsiderate in ways where you need to pull away and like recharge. And, you know, you have to demand your space and your time in self-love, right? You may have to intentionally set boundaries with this person because they don't really have any when it comes to you. And it may place you in this position where you have to actually take self-care for yourself and be a little bit distant, or you have to actually put up certain types of boundaries or walls and be in your feels when it comes to yourself. And this might put this person in a very paranoid and, you know, rejected energy. Healing and antisocial is coming out. When you choose yourself, it actually triggers a wound in this person. Yeah, that's the tea on you. What is this? I'm going to grab some Kipper here. Privileged lady comes out. Journey, toil and labor, and house. I feel like this person does kind of put you on a pedestal with privileged lady. This is like being set apart in some type of way. As people look at you or where you stand, it sets you apart in some type of way. You're not seen as the average person, the average energy. You are exalted in some kind of way, privileged lady. And this person could actually live at a distance from you for whoever you are. You could live at a distance from this person. This person may feel like they've had to do a lot of work just to kind of, meet you where you are. This person feels like they constantly have to work to keep up with you. Privileged lady, journey, right? This person may possibly want to offer you the world. They want to offer you stability. The house with the picket fence, the 2 kids and a dog. This person may see you as offering this to them, right? Take that how that resonates. They may see you as their desire, wish fulfillment, as someone very stable and grounded, someone who has a firm foundation that they need. What else about Gemini? There's something about you loving yourself, though, that triggers this person. When they see you happy, it's like, what you so happy about? Wait a minute, what's going on? What did I miss? It's like almost like you're supposed to be and stay in this very nonchalant, mundane energy. If it's anything more than that, and they didn't contribute to it, it's a problem. It triggers insecurity. Let's see here. Main male comes out, unexpected income, change, and marriage comes out. I feel like there could be things that are about to change, about the connection, about the relationship. And that may be like around you, just, considering what it is that you need. It could be something simple like you taking more time for yourself, or, taking a drive whenever you need to get away and get your mind together, just giving yourself more space from the connection. I also see some unexpected income coming in. If you have been worried about finances or resources or, your needs being met, I do see an increase coming in from somewhere that you're not expecting. And it may be coming from this person that you're connected to. Main male comes out. Yeah, I see some bit of, and I'm hearing financing coming through for you here. Let's see, what else for Gemini? You're not expecting this. 3 of Cups, 4 of Swords for Gemini. 7 of Cups in reverse, and the Ace of Wands. So I feel like this is a time where some type of socialization would be good for you. This is coming through as a form of self-care for you. You may need to allow yourself to get out and do something other than just resting and sitting around. This, in fact, feels outroverted, but it's actually something that is going to provide a lot of healing, self-care, a lot of restoration and rest that's needed. Sometimes you get burnt out from just doing nothing, right? So you may find yourself being a little bit more social here, finding things to do that you would not normally do, not being as cautious as you have been, allowing yourself to throw caution to the wind a little bit. There's this new ideas that will be coming in. Spirit is guiding you to take yourself up on these offers and allow yourself to get out and experience some new things. Maybe even put together some new projects that will allow you to get out and do something different. If you're used to a 9 to 5 or doing the same thing week after week, Spirit wants you to get outside of that routine, break the routine and do something different that's going to actually give you a sense of refreshing. Yeah. So I have the second ace coming out here. No, that's not the ace. That's a page. So I have the 6 of Cups, the 3 of Swords, the Page of Swords, and of the Fool. Yeah. So I feel like there's some new things that are coming in for you here, some new opportunities with the Fool that you'll have the option to take advantage of. The 4 of Cups with the 3, the 4 of Swords with the 3 of Cups, and the 7 of Cups in reverse, and the Ace of Wands. So Spirit is guiding you to do something different. Throw caution to the wind and allow yourself to get out and explore and open up to new things here. I have the 6 of Cups and the 3 of Swords. The same thing is like breaking your spirit, right? The same old rigmarole, the same old routine, the expected. You know, it's time to step outside of that and venture out, right? Venture out. You could be dealing with things that test your patience. The Page of Swords talks about immature relationship styles, maybe even tapping into new ideas and insights when it comes to projects, or maybe allowing yourself to take some classes, study something new that's going to cause you to be awakened, right? Cause you to take interest in, you know, life in a way that you may not have in a while. The Page of Swords is opening up to new ideas. The Fool talks about that same energy. New. Like you've gone this way for such a long time that it has become just like, okay, there has to be more than this, right? Allow yourself to examine a different way, something new. Yeah. I think you just hit that place where you're like, okay, something has to change, do or die, right? This could also be you with the Fool about to experience new jobs, new career options, new love, or a deepening in relationship. Like I feel like you're going to be exploring different options to spark up the relationship, being open to that. Something isn't working. Something is no longer working. And I feel like if you have not yet, you're going to come to the point where you're like, okay, something needs to change, right? We need some fresh, freshness to life. Yeah. The 6 of Cups gives that energy, of renewed energy to something that you're very familiar with. What is it that Gemini doesn't see? I just feel like you're at a point right now, Gemini. It's saying that you're craving something new, something different. Not that what you have is bad. That's not what it's saying. It's just saying that you've come to a time in life where you need to explore new things or get outside of this space that you're in right now, right? It's a little bit suffocating. Yeah, that's a way to put it nicely. So I have Judgment. I have the Knight of Swords. The 5 of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. Yeah, it feels like you're going to have a moment where you just kind of allow yourself to deeply reflect. And out of that moment is going to come the clarity to move forward decisively in regard to what it is that you want. Okay. This moment is going to happen here. If it has not already, this may be what you're in and processing right now. Out of that is going to come the clarity. You may not be sure, like, I don't know. I just know something needs to change. Well, there's going to be a little bit of reflection on the experiences that you've had, maybe some things that you've experienced in the past that you may want to pick up again or try again, right? And there's some clarity that's going to come out of that with the Knight of Swords. I also see the Five of Pentacles with the Queen of Cups. What you don't see is that that someone feels left out, or they may feel abandoned, or there's this unhealthy sense of attachment, right, to your stability as the Queen of Cups. She brings a lot of maturity, a lot of stability, and is looked up to kind of like in this motherly way as providing some bit of nurturing. But that in itself can be a challenge, because it's almost like having someone that is needing assistance on how to assert themselves, right? And so they look to you for the guidance in that way, but at the same time, they're looking to you to provide answers for them, when really they can only provide those answers for themselves. And so it really doesn't help them to keep providing answers, even though you have the answer, but it helps them to push them into a place to make them think and really assess and provide the solutions for themselves, to give them answers from the deepest parts of themselves, instead of just having the quick solution of looking to you for it. This Five of Pentacles talks kind of like about a lack mentality in some type of way that's unhealthy, that may, maybe dependent upon you in some type of way that is unhealthy, right? That's what you don't see. And so what is the suggestion here? And somebody may feel like you taking care of yourself triggers that in them, leaves them out in the cold, or leaves them feeling desperate, or abandoned, or isolated. Leave it out the well. The Three of Pentacles with the Seven of Swords, the Death, the Nine of Wands, and the Seven of Wands. I almost feel like this person is aware and conscious here. The Seven of Swords and the Seven of Wands, there's a level of awareness that comes with those cards when it comes to intention, what you don't see, right? The Three of Pentacles talks about being able to do things that you're good at, that you love, that you're passionate about, and having a level of, even a level of appreciation for those things. Like you could garner a level of attention for what you do. And the Seven of Swords is someone trying to take that, someone trying to sneak away with that, having to really be careful of, not allowing anyone to take these different qualities about yourself away. The Death is talking about change coming to possibly you waiting on something to change. Nothing's going to change unless you change it. Nothing changes unless you change it, unless you change, right? The Death talks about having a rebirth, not an ending, but a rebirth to a new way, to something new. And it starts with you. Not waiting for someone else to do it, but that lies within you. And it's something that you may need to take really serious and guard, right? This desire for change that you request, that you require. It's something that not only will you implement, but you'll need to guard it to keep, sometimes we implement changes in our lives. It's like, okay, so I want to start eating healthy. So I'm going to stop eating sugar, right? I'm going to stop eating bread. That's my weakness. I love bread. I'm going to stop eating, so much pasta. Those are our comfort foods, right? And so we go about a month, 2 months, 3 months, even half a year, maybe even a year or two. And then all of a sudden, there's a event that happens that doesn't take into account that there may be people that don't eat like that, right? And you are just starving, you're hungry. And so you find yourself faced with a decision. Do I want to eat this? I know once I eat it, it's going to set me off, right? And it's going to take me back to a place where I was very open and accepting, right? And you may have to decide, hey, I don't want to do it. So I'm going to just starve for a minute until I can get something that, is going to keep me on the right path. Because once you let yourself taste that sugar again, or taste a little bit of pasta or bread, it's over. I know it'd be over for me. I can't speak for everybody, but I can go like 2-3 years without sugar and then just have like a piece of cake. And it's like, give me more. I can spend like the next few years trying to put the cake down. But this is something that you'll have to guard consciously, this change that you want. So once you implement it, you have to be aware and conscious of things that will knock you off, right? And I just use that as an example. It could be like setting up different type of boundaries for yourself, different ways that you want to experience life. It could be within relationship. It doesn't have to be, right? It could be anything. But this is going to be something that you are going to need to be serious about for yourself, not expecting someone else to do it, because no one else is going to do it. Everybody else is really going to be down for themselves and what's going to make them comfortable. And so I hope that makes sense. I know I went really deep into this. If it resonates, it does. If it doesn't, don't try to make it resonate. But that's the tea on you. That's the tea on you. I feel like this next part of your life is about you showing up in a way and ready to experience what it is that you need in this time. It feels like it's going to be something very different than what you've just experienced in this last part of your journey. Are you ready for it? It's ready for you. There's some decisions that you'll need to make and stick with. Okay. But that's what I have for you. It may be time for you to throw caution to the wind and allow yourself to just step up for the experience. Okay. Thank you for stopping by, Gemini. I hope that made sense. Okay. Like, share, comment. This is the tea on you right now. Feels like you're ready to step into a different experience than what it has been. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you feel led, and I'll see you all next time, Gemini. Bye. Hi, Libra. Hi, welcome to Moon Oracle, the station that you are watching, the channel. My name is Leticia. Welcome, Libra, to the Christmas tea on Libra. What is Christmas tea today? We're going to take a look. I do have my What's the Tea vibe, a couple of Oracle decks, and my Kipper deck. Like, your comment, subscribe, Libra, if you feel led. I appreciate support, Libra. Let's take a look. What is the Christmas tea on Libra, please, and thank you. What is the Christmas tea on Libra? Thank you, Spirit. The Christmas tea on Libra. I don't know. It does feel a little tense right now when it comes to you, Libra. I have chaos, feminine energy. Be a lot of or just too much feminine energy here that could be causing tension in a connection. I have tension and shattered. I don't know if there's like a need to add some masculine energy here. It just feels like too much feminine energy. You know, you can have two people that carry the same energy, and it's like that energy overloaded. It's like there needs to be a balance to it. When we talk about things being balanced, we talk about energies being balanced, feminine, masculine, the yin, the yang, the sun, the moon, right? There's an equal opposite, that balances out. Too much of anything can be toxic and can create, chaos. There may be just too much feminine energy here around you. And it's creating tension. That's the tea. Creating stress, maybe headaches, maybe even disappointments in some type of way. Yeah. Just feel like there's too much feminine energy here. And that doesn't mean like you're surrounded by all feminine or all women. There could just be a lack of initiative is the energy that I'm getting, a lack of initiative and taking control of a situation, a lack of leadership or order. What is the T on Libra? And that may be causing this chaos or this tension around you. Someone may be worried about something, telling someone something that they have held to themselves because they're worried about the response. I feel like someone could be operating under a mask, not really being truthful, hiding some part of themselves for fear of being cast out or ostracized in some type of way, or getting, rejected in some type of way. And so they keep this part of themselves hidden or masked. I do feel like the good news is that there is some good things that are happening for you, Libra, around you that open up opportunities for you. This could be opportunities to head in a different direction when it comes to your career, or to expand when it comes to business. And for someone, there is a heavy nightlife energy. I got this energy for Virgo. I don't know if you're connected with a Virgo, Libra, but there's something about nightlife and having this attraction to nightlife and needing some type of excitement when it comes to nightlife. So I got chaos and feminine energy, if I didn't show those yet. I got tension and shattered. Nightlife and glow up. There's something about getting a lot of excitement or some type of fulfillment at night. You could be a night owl. Masked and antisocial. There's a part of you that you're not really open and vulnerable and transparent about right now, for fear of being judged about it. Okay, that's the T on you. What else for Libra? I have family room, occupation, expectation, and message of concern. I don't know if you are expecting to hear from someone that you have not heard from, someone that you are expecting to hear from, you haven't heard from them. And so it may cause a little bit of anxiety or stress, or you're expecting to hear from someone and you're not expecting it to be very positive, right? This could be someone that you are waiting to hear from in regards to work. I don't know if someone is expecting like some type of reprimand around work, or you're expecting to hear back in regards to some type of constructive criticism around work. I do feel like there is some discussions that are being had about you too, Libra. Some type of discussion, a formal discussion about you someone is having. It could be in regards to work too. You may feel this, like someone's about to contact you around something to do with work. There's some closed off discussion being had about you. Let's see what that is. What is this discussion about in private when it comes to Libra? Why is family room here? Yep, message comes out again. And poverty. So you feel this. I feel like you feel this, that someone could be having discussions about you in the background in some type of way. You may be expecting to hear this. And you may be expecting like a text message or an email or a phone call. I don't know if you put in for like a promotion or a raise. You put in for a different position, but the expectation isn't good. It's almost like you put in for it, but I don't know if you're expecting to get what it is that you desire. Your expectation is not positive. Yeah. Let's see what comes out in the tarot. I do feel like you are being considered for the position. I do see a serious conversation had in private about you. It could be about whether or not you are capable of doing what it is that you have put in for. Let's see what comes out in the tarot. We have the Eight of Wands coming out, the Strength, the Knight of Wands. What you need to know is that you are aligned for this and you're capable of this. I don't know how you're feeling about your abilities, but you are absolutely capable. There's a need to believe in yourself, Libra, in a way that doesn't allow you to be like puffed up and overly confident. But Spirit wants you to be confident in your abilities and what you've worked towards. I do feel like there's good energy coming towards you. And you may be needing to make decisions, spur of the moment decisions. These offers coming through may not necessarily be what it is that you overall desire. It may be something that's not necessarily exactly up to par, but it may be kind of like in the direction that you want to go. You may be in a position of making decisions really quickly, right? Like they might call back and say, well, we didn't have this available for you, but we do have this position. If you want to go ahead and move over here, right? And then this will enable you to actually work towards that position, right? And it may require for you to make very quick split decision type of movements. If this is in regards to love, right? It could be the same thing. Having an opportunity to move quickly forward in connections or relationships. You might find yourself in connections that just take off. 1 minute you're just friends, and then the next minute this person is asking you to marry them, right? They may want to move really close to you, really close. They may want to move really quick forward with you, is what I mean. You may be just enjoying where you are, though. I do see with the Knight of Wands, you are enjoying this very uncommitted space where you are. You may be feeling very stable where you are in life. When it comes to a job or some type of business energy, the Knight of Wands would let you go for it. Go for it. Believe in yourself. Know that you are equipped to do this, right? If you don't believe in yourself, you can't really expect anyone else to actually trust or believe in you. Spirit is saying believe in yourself with the Strength and the Knight of Wands. And whatever action you take, like it'll be favored. Okay. For some of you, you will be moving forward with this person very quickly. You may find yourself moving in very quickly with someone, or you have, and all of a sudden sharing like a space with this person. For some of you, you may find yourself in a position where you are working more than one job, maybe juggling jobs because you are transitioning to what it is that you want. And so before actually quitting, right, you may pull in this other job that's actually making more money. And so you may, for a period, find yourself juggling. We have the Strength and the Eight of Wands, the Knight of Wands for you, Libra, the Two of Pentacles, and the Lovers. So there's some difficult choices that you'll be making. You may find yourself very busy here in the future, and the Three of Wands, but you are headed towards expansion. I feel like you're headed towards a growth spurt that's going to take you to your next moment of, it's going to take you to your next level, right? Wherever you're headed, the decisions that you're making is opening up this next level for you, where you're going to find that you see benefits of like the work that you've done so far, right? It's going to lead you to where you're going next. Had you not been in this position that you've been in, working towards, just steadily working, that's what set the foundation for you to be able to make this next step forward. That could be true in your relationships too, right? There may be work that you've done previously that make you feel confident enough to move to the next level, even if it's quickly, right? I'm seeing this energy here. What is it that Libra does not see? Hierophant. For someone, I see marriage here, maybe being offered. For someone, I see some classes, some higher learning that you might be considering in the near future. It may not be a job, but it may be going back to school while you're working. That could be that Two of Pentacles, working while also studying, juggling between two things that are equally important. Whatever it is, it's going to lead to something very stable, lead to your Ten of Pentacles. Something that's going to have legacy energy, that's going to be very connected to, for some of you, children, family, extended family, rather. For some of you, this is going to be the very epitome of your abundance that you're moving towards. This class or this next assignment that you'll take on will actually set the groundwork for your abundance. This may tap you into the money bracket that you're needing to make, right? To feel grounded and sustained. Yeah, very important decisions that you're being faced with right now is what you don't see. And this has to come from you, Libra. These decisions have to come from the space of you taking ownership of your life, not really leaning on anyone else to determine that. It's like these decisions does not need to be factored from like anyone else's opinion. Like this is really going to be you versus you. You really deciding like what is going to make you feel stable and grounded, when you look at the future. What is going to allow you to stand in a position of creating what it is that you want to experience for your life? Yeah, you may be sharing that with someone, but there's an element of that happiness that you have to create yourself in order to even be happy with that person. It's taking ownership of your own life first, and then being able to share that happiness with someone else. We're all responsible for this energy. This is what you don't see. The Hierophant, the Ten of Cups, very important decisions that you are deciding and considering right now. See how he's holding the world in his hands, holding onto one staff and kind of peering out at the scenery. There's deep consideration with decisions being made on what needs to happen next. We have the Emperor and the Star, which talks about your desires, your wish, and being in a sovereign place to set that in motion, being in a healed place, a rested place, where you're clear-minded, where you're able to really connect with all parts of yourself to make these decisions, these difficult decisions. This is the second two coming out, talking about decisions. You may even be faced with having, dilemmas, which talks about having to choose between two very important things to you. You're coming to a time where you're going to have to make some difficult decisions on which way you want to go, okay? You don't see this coming. And there's three major arcana. So these are major unfoldings that are happening. Maybe even destiny type of moments for you, Libra, that you are about to step into. The choices that will lead to two very different outcomes, very important choices that is coming up for you here. You may even be considering those right now. That may be the weight of what you're feeling right now in this feminine energy, just being in a place where it's like not making the decision, maybe even being a little intimidated to make the decision, not knowing what decision to make. It's almost like you're at a crossroads right now. And because there's a lack of movement or clarity, it's creating this tension, right, in this feminine energy. Feminine energy sits back and allows things to happen instead of being motivated like the emperor. But I see you stepping into this energy, or being invited into this energy, stepping out of the empress mode and into emperor energy, which takes responsibility to make things happen, to direct things forward, being the leader of your own life. You're being asked to step into this energy. I see good things waiting for you, beautiful opportunities, things that you desire to experience that's waiting for you. That's very attainable if you're willing to work for it and do it, right? Do the work behind it and continue to move forward. But there's some very important decisions that are coming up for you when it comes to your future. You're going to end up making some very important decisions here. And that may be very well what you are experiencing right now in this moment. This is the Christmas tea. This is where we are today. It's okay to ask for guidance. The star did come out, which is Aquarius energy. The star talks about receiving the guidance that you need, being led to a place of restoration where you can think straight and connect to your higher self, even connect to your source so that you can be guided in the right direction that is needed. So whatever your source is, Libra, this is a time to connect. Okay. So that your decisions are actually guided decisions, not just out of trigger response of being under pressure, and not out of fear of losing something or someone or an opportunity, but let it be guided, because this is your future. This is your happiness. This is, the well-being of who you are becoming is at stake here. And so very important decisions here between you and you, Libra, that came out in the tea today. And so don't be afraid to embrace this moment. I feel like there's a lot of excitement that exists here. There may be a lot of, what is the word? Anxious energy that arises in this moment because of what is expected of you. You're being asked to step into the driver's seat of your life, right now, and to make decisions right now. So now's not a time to back down. It's only just going to make it bigger. You had a job that you didn't really want to do, like folding clothes. You did laundry today. You have washed and dried them. They're sitting in the basket. You have about 2 baskets full, and you're like, they've been there for like the last 2 weeks because you've been putting it off. You don't really want to do it, though you know you need to do it in order to get it out the way. It's kind of like that kind of energy. These decisions are waiting on you to make them, and they only get bigger the longer you postpone it, right? In regards to this message that you're waiting for, I feel like Spirit is also letting you know, make sure you think highly of yourself. We're not talking about being egotistical or thinking that you're greater than thou, but there's such a thing as a healthy ego, a healthy self, image. Like, you are able to do this. You're able to step into these positions. You're able to attain this if that's what you desire. Don't shortcut or shortchange yourself, Libra. Many times my advice is to people is reach higher than you actually feel like you want to go. If you're trying to get here, I say reach up here. And what's the worst that could happen? You end up like somewhere down in here. Like, always think bigger. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you're egoic. It just means that you are able and you're worthy of setting high expectations for yourself, because we never know what our potential is unless we allow ourselves to be open to it. And so that's the tea that came out for you, Libra. Good news. It's a good problem to have, a good place to be in, because we're talking about you moving into this place where you're going to be able to enjoy yourself in the future. You are in a deciding factor. You are the deciding factor of what that will be. It's time to embrace that. Okay. All right, Libra, Blood Moon Oracle here. Leticia is my name. And, if you need a little bit more information or a little more support, just email me. Okay. My email is always in the description box. I'm here for you. I'm here for you, boo. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you all next time. Leticia is my name. Blood Moon Oracle is the channel. Bye. My air signs.